Nakakita ka na ba ng viral post sa Facebook o sa Twitter at sinend mo ito, nag-share ka o nag-comment ka? Biktima ka ba ng fake news? O ikaw ba ay nakipagsabwatan sa fake news? Ikaw ba ay ginamit ng mga trolls, internet trolls sa social media para ikalat ang mga historical revisionist, mga propaganda, mga fake news at disinformation? Ito ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, the architecture of disinformation, na pinag-aralan ni Ong JC and Cabañez JVA noong 2019. Ang disinformation o fake news ay ginawa ko for a 5-part series. So sa first part, pag-uusapan natin kung ano ang fake news. Ang second part dito yung lucrative business of disinformation. Third, yung evolution of disinformation. Fourth, yung fact check and skepticism. And yung last part is yung opposing disinformation. So ano ba ang kinalaman ng disinformation sa politics? So let us dwell doon sa literature about language and politics. So as you all know, ang politics, ang central tenet ng politics is about power. And they use power for them to maintain position of power and for them to pursue policy goals. So gusto nilang matira sa kanila yung kapangyarihan, gusto nilang ma-maintain yung position nila sa government, for example, at ginagamit nila ang kanilang kapangyarihan to pursue yung kanilang agenda, yung kanilang political agenda, yung kanilang mga political objectives, kung ano yung mga gusto nilang baguhin sa isang bansa. They want to use institution for them to change things, kagaya nung pagpapaganda, for example, ng ating kapaligiran, or yung pagseset ng agenda through health reform at marami pang iba. And how would they do it? So dito pumapasok yung kapangyarihan ng language or the power of language. So yung mga clickbait, yung mga catchphrase, yung mga attention seeking na mga statement kagaya ng change is coming, daang matuwid, or erap para sa mahirap. Ginagamit ang language to influence your thoughts, to influence your behavior. Ganito kalakas ang kapangyarihan ng language because language changes or influences or even corrupts your thoughts. And therefore, your thought, you can also corrupt language. So at the heart of the issue of fake news or disinformation is the issue of manipulation. Kung may matatandaan naman po kayo dito sa part 5 series na ito, always remember that the power of language in politics, they use it for persuasion, specifically manipulation. Gusto nilang i-control ang tao. They want to get more likes, they want to get more shares, they want to get more comments so they can manipulate you. They can do this through social media. They can do this through the use of Facebook and Twitter para makuha nila, for example, ang boto mo. Makuha nila ang suporta mo. Makuha nila ang one-sided view mo or yung belief system mo, makuha nila. And therefore, pag nakuha nila ito, nakuha nila yung attention mo, they can control you. So, isa doon sa pinaka konsepto, which is manipulation, this is being done through the repetition of lies. So if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. This is from Goebbels. However, according to Smith, the truthfulness that Goebbels stated this statement is also questionable. Hindi daw po totoo na galing kay Goebbels ang statement na ito. So what is fake news? So sa contemporary discourse, they are defining fake news as yung mga viral post coming from fictitious accounts to make it appear na sila news reports. This is from Tandok et al. And according naman kay Alcott and Genskov of 2017, they are news articles that are intentionally Take note, intentionally and verifiably false and could mislead readers. So at the heart of the issue of disinformation is to mislead, to confuse, and therefore manipulate. Bakit po ba may fake news? Why is there fake news in the first place? So we have to come to that realization na hindi lang ito against or criticism towards government or towards politician. Based doon sa pag-aaral, and we will tackle this in part 2, this is about political economy. This is a big chunk of money being given to advertising corporations. May mga PR strategies as the master planner or the mastermind at gumagamit sila ng iba't ibang mga social media influencers, mga bloggers, mga vloggers because it is a lucrative business. So ginagawa nila ito for financial gain. Yung mga content producers with clicks that are convertible to advertising revenue according to Tandok, napakarami nilang pera. And this is being done underground. Hindi natin alam ang nangyayari sa likod nito. But behind this information or the business of fake news is a big chunk of political money. And as you know, politicians are doing this. Sila yung mga main clients in here. You will be surprised na ang main clients pala ng fake news or disinformation ay mga politicians. And they're doing this for political gain, para iboto mo sila. So they get to promote their ideas. Kagaya ng sabi ni Alcott, for people that they favor and often by discrediting others para siraan ang opposition, for example. So bakit napakadali ngayon ikalat ang fake news or mga disinformation? As you can see here, yung online platforms provide space for non-journalists. So ito yung bagong trend ngayon, yung pagdami ng mga non-journalists, even citizens like me and you. Pwede ka nang gumawa ng news article na gusto mong gawin o your opinion and isend mo. And this will cater or reach mass audience. The other thing that we need to consider here is that non-journalists begin to engage in journalistic activities. Sila na yung gumagawa ng journalistic activities. Isang picture mo lang, send mo sa Twitter. For example, if there's fire o yung may accident or may nakita kang anomaly, send mo lang and people will see it. And there is fast distribution of information. Napakabilis na. And the most important thing to consider in here is the bandwagon heuristics o yung effect ng bandwagon, yung nakikisali ka, nakikisawsaw ka. And by engaging to the viral post, by doing likes, comments, and shares, you are attracting attention. Ito yung ginagamit ng mga PR strategies for commercial advertisement, for example, sa mga soft drinks or shampoo. And ito na yung ginagamit nila sa fake news for political gains. So yung the how of this information, let us borrow concepts. So nagbigay ng framework si Wardle and Direction noong 2017. So yung framework na ito, we look at fake news or disinformation considering three things. Yung content, yung agent, and technologies. So let's start off with agents of disinformation. Sino ba yung nagkakalat ng disinformation? So sila yung mga trolls. They can be DDS trolls, yellow tards, Dutertards. They can be keyboard warriors. They can be social media influencers, mga propaganda, political propaganda. And you see that they are being legitimized. They are being hired by some governments to put them in positions, government positions, to legitimize sila. So makikita nyo dito yung, for example, kay Mocha Uson, Thinking Pinoy, Change Scamming, mga anti-Duterte, mga pro-Duterte. Sila yung mga agents of disinformation. And let us be honest, they are doing this not for free. Binabayaran po sila dito. And according to sa isang report na i-include natin sa part 2, which is yung evolution ng fake news, ilalabas natin doon yung preliminary findings na binabayaran sila. And it is amounting to $200,000 according to the preliminary investigation that has been denied by the Philippine government. So it is a lucrative business. May architecture, may mastermind, may mga gumagalaw sa baba, may mga network sila. And ginagaya nila yung corporate strategies for advertising. And sa susunod, pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba ang magandang framework para ipaliwanag kung ano ba ang tunay na architecture of disinformation. Meron bang architecture of disinformation? Sino ba yung nakikinabang? Sino ba yung nag-gain dito? Ilalabas dito yung nuanced na discussion tungkol sa framework o yung production studies in relation to political trolling industry. That is a very lucrative business. So watch out sa part 2 at ito po yung mga references na ginamit natin. Maraming salamat.